This is section 8.3, covering central tendencies. In particular, we're looking at the mean, the median, and the mode. So measure of central tendencies, the key word here is central or center. We're looking at the center of the data. So basically, we're going to be asking questions like, what is typical? What's the average? Or representative of a data? Where the center of the data is, where's the middle of the pack? So central tendencies cover mean, median, and mode. There are 4 ways to measure central tendencies. The first one is the mean, which we're going to look at. The second one is the median. And the third one is the mode. Now there is a fourth one, which is called mid-range, but we're not going to cover it here. So mean is the arithmetic average. So when someone's saying, hey, what's your average on that test? That's the mean. The median is the actual physical middle data point of the set. And the mode is the most frequently occurring value. So let's look at the mean first. The mean is the arithmetic average. It's what we think of when we say as average. The mean. We're going to take the set of data and we're going to sum them all up and we're going to divide them by the number of values. So the formula looks like this. Sigma n. We're going to sum this all up, and let me write that a little bit more clear. So sigma n sigma x divided by n. Okay, so sigma means to sum up values. X is our data points. And then n equals the number of data in the sample. Okay, so we're going to work on this together. Again, it's sigma x over n. This one asks us to find the mean of the set. So I have 77, 88, 84, 73, and 76. So n, when I count how many of those are, n equals 5. So if I count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 data points. Okay. So if I have to find the mean, I'm doing sigma x over n. Remember, sigma means sum. So I'm going to take 77 plus 88 plus 84 plus 73 plus 76, and I'm going to divide all that by 5. Okay, so let's see what this equals. I'm going to use my calculator, so I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to punch in those values. So I'm going to punch in 77 plus 88 plus 84 plus 73 plus 76. And what I get in the numerator when I add all those scores together is 398. And we're going to divide that by 5. So let me do that. So divided by 5, I get 79.6. That is the mean of this set. So that's the average of that set of data. Here's another one. What is the mean daily revenue for the summer blockbuster? The total daily revenue for ticket sales for a summer blockbuster movie on its opening weekend in the Tampa Bay area are as follows. Thursday, 73,000. Friday, 60,400. Saturday, 82,000, and Sunday, 50,500. So first of all, I want to know how many data points I have, and I'm looking at 4 days. Okay, so again, I'm going to sum the data points over the number of data points that we have. Okay, so what does this look like? This looks like I'm going to take 73,000 plus 60,400 plus 82,000 plus 50,500. Okay. Now I'm going to divide that by the total number, and there's 4 data points. So let's see what this equals. So 73,000 plus 60,400 plus 82,000 plus 50,500. I'm just making sure all my values are okay before I hit enter. And I'm going to hit enter and I get 265,900. So 26,000, or sorry, no, 265,900. And I'm going to divide that by 4. So I'm going to divide my answer by 4 and I get $66,475. That is the average of that Blockbuster. Okay. All right, let's move on. Find the mean salary for the small company are as follows. So it says there's 2 individuals that their salary is 25,000, 5 individuals that have 30,000, 4 individuals that have 42,000, and 1 individual that makes 256,000. Must be the CEO of the company. So first of all, remember, if it's asked you to find the mean, we have to sum all the data points over the number of data points. So let's deal with the number of data points. So the number of data points equals the sum of this column, which says the number of employees. So the sum of the column and the number of the employees are 2 plus 5, which is 7, plus 4, which is 11, plus 1, which is 12. So I'm checking that again. 1 and 4 is 5, 5 and 5 is 10, 10 and 2 is 12. Okay, so n's right. Now, you can do one of 2 things. You could literally write out 25,000 twice, or you could take a shortcut. 2 times 5,000 plus, then we're going to take 5 times 30,000 plus 4 times 42,000 plus, and I'm running out of room, so I'll continue this down here, I suppose. Just put a little arrow it. Plus 1 times 256,000, and that's my numerator. Now, guys, again, you could write out 25,000 plus 25,000 plus 30,000 plus 30,000 plus 30,000 plus 30,000 plus 30,000, etc. You can do that, but I'm taking the shortcut because it's a little bit easier to compute. And then the n, so in the denominator, we should have 12. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully plug this in. So 2 parentheses, 25,000, end parentheses, plus 5 times, parentheses, 30,000, end parentheses, plus 4 times 42,000, end parentheses, plus 256,000. Again, I would double check just to make sure you put everything in right. So that's what I'm doing right now. Looking it over, make sure everything's okay. Okay. And I think it looks good. So here's what I got when I did that. I got 624,000, and that's all over 12. Okay. Now I'm going to divide that by 12. And when I do that, I get 52,000. So that's the average salary of that given small company. And the next question says, is the mean a typical salary? And the reason I'm going to say no is because there is an outlier. And what do I mean by outlier is because all the salaries from 25,000 to 42,000 are pretty close. But then I have this one, which is way off what the rest of the people are being paid. So 256,000 is way more than 42,000. So because I have an outlier of 256,000, it causes the average to go up. So in this case, A probably more accurate representative of a typical salary would be to use the median. And we'll be talking about that in a little bit. So if you use the median instead of the mean, probably get something that's a little bit more accurate. Okay? All right. So that is part 1. I'm going to stop the video and then record part 2 for you.